Yo, what's good, everybody? B3 TV. Boy, I'm back with an interesting video right now because um basically it's about who's the better player, Lonzo Ball or Markel Fultz. Interesting, but not as close, not as far apart as you might think because they both have the same points per game, literally 11.9. And Lonzo, they both have 11.9 points per game. And guess what? Markel can't even shoot, and he's averaging the same amount as Lonzo Ball. Is that not crazy, bro? Markel Fultz averages 11 points, 11.9 points per game, 5 assists, and 27% field goal percentage from three. But guess what, bro? Lonzo Ball averages the same amount of points, bro. Guess why? Because he's not, bruh. 7.4 assists. No, 6.7 assists. Bro, that's not. Let me see. All right, basically 6'6", 190. Markel 6'3", 209. Markel is more slashing material. He can dunk, athletic ability, a bigger version of Isaiah Thomas, basically. A bigger version of Isaiah Thomas because he has 11.95 and 3.5 rebounds. That's pretty solid for a third-year player coming out. Basically supposed to be a bust of 2017 draft. The first round pick, bruh. First overall pick. Anthony Bennett was written all over him, basically. But what did he do, bruh? He came out and started balling, bruh. Third season. He said it's time to go. Last 10 games, averaging 11.9 against. Hold on. That's the map. All right, hold on. Advanced stats. We're going to advanced stats. 2019, 2020. Damn, bruh. This is a team stats. Where the hell is the? They're not gonna show me it, but okay, here we go. Field goal 46.5%. That's good. You can't tell me that's not a good field goal percentage, bro. Assists went from 3.1 to 5.0 in 1 year. Come on, bro. Felt like Markel Fultz was done, bro. Dude is a good player, man. He's just already getting better. Lonzo Ball feel like he's been in the league 8 years already because of the hype around him. Same amount of time actually, and he has more rebounds and assists. I don't know. He has Brandon Ingram on his team who has the same amount of time in the league, putting up all-star numbers. So what's the difference? Brandon Ingram's more aggressive. Lonzo Ball is not aggressive enough, but he has more scoring ability. He doesn't know how to use it. That's the problem. Markel Fultz is actually using his ability the best possible, but just opposite of ball, he can't shoot. He can't shoot at all. So basically, it's a balance, and that's why their stats balance out. One has shooting, one doesn't. One has slashing, one doesn't. And Fultz is more playing more freely, even though he has a lot of pressure to be good. If Fultz didn't go, if Fultz did not win the, if Fultz did not go to play Orlando and play bad this year, I think he would have been the G League. Now people are hopping on the wave, so yeah. 14 assists in a Magic. He's actually a good passer, low key. He's a good point guard. He just doesn't have a shot. He's young and he's learning. That's all. And I think it's not fair to say who's better yet, but I'm saying who took the bigger leap. Markel Fultz took a bigger leap from being one bust, first overall pick, another one first overall pick bust. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not better than Tatum, and that's a regret maybe Sixers have, but Lonzo Ball making him look like he's not bad because Lonzo's playing just as good or not equal, if not equal. Lonzo has to give Zion his touches, I get it, but Brandon Ingram is on the same team. That's not an excuse. Like, Brandon Ingram has all-star numbers and he's with the same team, so I know Zion was injured, but still, bro, he could have taken advantage of that situation. Anyway, I think overall, Markel took the bigger leap. Markel has Aaron Gordon on his team who takes up dominance over the ball, but he still gets the ability to average 12 points a game, which is solid for a point guard in his third year. That's got to be like up there among young players. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Lonzo's but is gifted at passing. He's good at passing and shooting. And he's confident enough to score on people like Patrick Beverly. Remember when he scored on Patrick Beverly? Bruh, he was cocky with it. He said he's too small, right? That means Lonzo think he could have scored on him every time if he wanted to. But he just doesn't because he's just too passive. He is too passive. You can't tell me he's not passive. 100% field goal, free throw percentage, that's something else. Lonzo, you gotta get more aggressive, bro. But he is shooting good from three, I will give him that. Last 5 games, he's been 62.5. Not really, actually. 25, 20, 60, 30. Some games he's good, some games he's not. Inconsistent, but it's all good because Markel Fultz is not shooting either. I think when it's all said and done, Markel Fultz is gonna be more better because he has less pressure, because he's not dragged to be the better than Steph Curry or nobody. But the pressure is still there because he was a #1 overall pick. Anyway, I think that was enough because at this point, we don't know who's better. It's hard to say. Only thing we could say is Tatum is better than both of them. And he was the third pick. Tatum is better than the first and second pick combined. Think about how bad that must feel. That has to feel something. You gotta feel something about that, man. You can't just be like, oh my god, bro. You trade away your first overall pick and you stuck with nothing in return, basically, for Sixers side. You lost all your investment in a guy who's actually decent because you didn't want to give him the time to get better. And you draft a point guard when you already drafted Ben Simmons. Makes no sense, bro. You could have at least got Tatum. Anyway, guys, this is just... I'm not a Sixers fan at all. I'm just... At least Lonzo is improved. Not everything is about LA. Like, it's just about, basketball. I think LA was a distraction, basically. 10 assists. Lonzo's always going to give you assists, but he's not giving you the all-star numbers that he could have given, I thought, before this year, because he had all young players. But maybe he that's just his game. I don't know yet. We got to see. I like Markel Fultz's confidence too, though, because he dunked on a lot of players this year. Let's see who plays better. It's all about who wants him, who's gonna be more willing to take the shots, and who's gonna get better at the end of the day. I'm gonna see tomorrow. Slack.